Good morning, everybody. How are you all doing? Thank you so much for joining me today for another Diablo playthrough stream. I see we've already got 5 people in the chat. We have a Dig Outlaw here. Good morning, sir. Glad to see you. Hope your weekend is off to a good start. Yeah, so I was originally going to try and do this earlier in the week, but unfortunately I got detained. And I was contemplating doing a stream last night, but I decided to against it because when I was perusing what I was going to do, it was my checklist of things was really just to get some more magic items from Griswold, from Griswold, and just read the books. And I didn't think that'd be as entertaining as actually going through hell. So I did that for about like 45 minutes. And then I got tired. So today I'm doing an official follow-up to that. So let's get started here. Please let me know if the audio is properly balanced, that either I'm not too loud or the game is not too loud. I'm not very good at recalibrating that. So I definitely need your input for that. So that's much appreciated. Yeah. So just to give you kind of a little bit of an update here. So we got my Lightforge mace, Chaos Mantle, Crown of the Undead, Shield, all that stuff. I'll show you what I picked up from Griswold. I got quite lucky with that. So I read a whole bunch of books and I got some extra magic potions, and then I ended up finding this helmet that's 18 to magic, and some jewelry that he had that were all magic. So I just added that on so I could read some more books and get some spells up to a higher level, just because I had all those books and was so far behind on doing that. So game is loud. Okay. Or it seems so with the intro. All right. Okay, let's figure that out. Right. And we also have Abdulio in the chat. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. So when we last left off, we had the Archbishop Lazarus quest. So that's I guess what we're going to be doing today. Let's make sure my armor is done. Let's see what the oven misc. I'd like to get this belt with some specials. And oh, look at that, 10,000 for a full plate mail. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna get some potions. See, I kind of stocked up on some over here, just because I didn't want to have to keep going to Pippin. So I'm going to get 2 more of each, just so we can be prepared, because I think the last level we were into was 16. So let me double check here. Yeah, 16. So if I'm not mistaken, that's where I'm gonna have to do the Lazarus stuff. So let's get to it. Let's see what's gonna happen here. And we already have some books. Ooh, we got wow! Look at that. Got a unique longbow and a book of insanity right off the bat. That's pretty good. And get some money. Money's always useful. Buy some more stuff. And we got those succubi. Whoa! Got a set bow now too. Look at, wow. Okay, I am getting some good loot. Randomizer drops here. That's pretty good. I was not expecting that today. I'm gonna have to go back to town soon and get those identified and stored for future characters. Ooh, we got some mana. Get that since I run out a lot. Pit Lord. And we have an Elixir of Magic. Oh, wow. This is a really good set of finds. Okay. So, we're 2 weeks into the new year. As with all Januaries, there's unfortunately a lot of sad news. Lose some people. Not ideal. Seems to be kind of par for the course every year. So for all those that have lost friends, I've already lost 2 since the new year. It's been pretty tough, and still waiting to hear on what those arrangements are going to be. But I hope that everyone else is getting through that. It's always
Not
a
enough
crazy
mana.
part of the year, and that becomes more brighter as the days and weeks go on. So aside from the normal reasons why I do this stream, just kind of get away from most of the negative entertainment news and some of the sad stuff. Just nice respite, so I won't dwell on that too much longer anymore today. Instead, we'll just have fun killing topless demon women. We also have Charlie saying hello. Sorry, man, that's terrible. Yeah, nope. I appreciate that. It is what it is. I just I'm not gonna dwell on it. It's its own thing, but it is what it is. So I just hope other people aren't going through similar stuff. Let's see how many bad guys there are out there ready to kick my butt. We also have Canadian Captain Fandom Nerd says good morning. Good morning. Glad to see you here. We also have a Freak Sheet in the chat saying nice, great. Glad to see you out. Okay. So let's see if we can get some of them to come out here. Maybe it gets more effective use out of a single chain lightning shot. There we go. All right, that's not bad. Oh, there's a golden elixir. I think I remember what that's for, but I think I can drink it and get some extra points.
Not enough mana.
Look at that. That was a good hit.
I don't need that.
Oh, so I can't pick it up. Son of a gun. I must have got it last previous.
Not enough mana.
Grab some healing potions. Let's get some of that money. No, you're gonna come over here. And ooh, mana. There we go. Lots of good finds so far on this level.
Where would I have no room? I can't carry anymore.
There we go. I know. It's a pit fire. There we go. And let's looks like they're all immune to fire. Son of a gun. I have Bloodlust. who's also immune to lightning. Okay. Whew. Oh, he's immune to lightning too. Son of a gun. Okay, let's see. There's a... We got Mind Mace. Ice Blast. Let's try Ice Blast on him. There we go. That did pretty good.
Not enough mana.
Let's see. Attacking me while I'm organizing my potions. It's rude. All right, let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. We also have Kitty Bear's ass says hail script. Thank you. And then we have Abdulio. So it seems like Universal Studios Hollywood had a technical preview for Nintendo World. From the footage, looks like they did a great job replicating the one in Japan. Oh yeah, looks really fun. I hope there's some really cool rides and also like physical courses and activities for the kids and family to do. I've never been a huge theme park type of person, unless there's like lots of great roller coasters or things of that nature. I'm more of like if I'm going to go to a park, I kind of want to do something physically active. When I was a kid, my parents took us to Disney World for one Christmas in the early '90s, and even though the park was okay to walk around and tour, I had more fun going to like the water parks and the and some of the playground areas and some of the other games they had. They had like early paintball at not at Disney, but at some other park around there that we went to. We also then did like Universal, where I got to see a couple of really fun shows. I remember like like the things that I kind of remember were like an Indiana Jones theater demonstration and the Star Tours at the time. And Haunted Mansion, can't remember it all. I think one of the things that made me laugh the most was one of the Goofy like park people dressed up as Goofy hit his head on a door frame and nearly fell over. That was pretty funny. But I had more fun time like doing all the physical stuff and jumping around there. That was for me. I know some people like the shows and the tours and walking into like a recreation of a set piece from a cartoon or movie. That wasn't my thing. So, but if it's your thing, that's awesome. Like you'll get a lot of fun out of those things. Oh, there's a portal open. The heck is that doing here? There we go. Book of Frost Shard. Okay. Got all these books. Gold pieces. Another book of Bloodstar. What magic do I need for that? 120 magic. Oh, I can probably read that pretty soon. Okay, let's head back to town. Identify, read some stuff, come back and pick up where the stuff came up. Okay, and I'll also see what you guys are saying in the chat. All right, Kane, what type of bows do I have here?
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
We've got Arctic Horn, Hunter's Bow, cool. And then we have this Celestial Longbow, a two-handed bow, 3 to 10, normal attack speed, plus 4 to all attributes. That's not bad. And the ring's kind of crap. Okay, so let's sell the ring.
What can I do for you?
And do you have any -2 minutes? Yeah, not good. Okay. All right, cool. All right, so nothing really going on there. Let's oh yeah, I also organized the stash while I was out there so you guys can see. These are just like the specials and jewelry. These are the unique items that I still have. And then these are the stuff. So I found a couple of these guys. So we have, excuse me, we have the bow, the cap. Don't remember how many are in this set, but that's that looks pretty close to a complete set there. Let's get some magic going. See, look at that. Already can read one book. Okay, so that requires vitality. That's 192 magic. So vitality, that's these guys. Let's move this up here. And then that's 192. What's my magic at now? 191. So I got a lot of these things, so I can just use you.
That didn't do anything.
And apparently,
That didn't do anything.
I've maxed out my healing stuff. So let's interesting. Let's go sell that book. And we'll do a quick pop in, grab that other book while I've got the magic gear on. Might die, but I think I'll be all right.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
That's a book of Frost Shard. That's pretty cheap too. Well, let's sell you. Let's take a look at my Frost Shard. It's already at 15, so I can't. Book of Flash. Ooh, another Book of Flash. That's a good spell. Insanity. I already have that. No, I don't know if I'm gonna buy anything. All right, let's just go pick up that other book and quickly hop back before I get slaughtered. I'll read it while I got the cool magic gear on because my magic is at 215. It's pretty awesome. There we go. And
that didn't do anything.
There we go. I can go sell that. Okay.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Sacrifice, lightning maul, flash. No, let's sell you. Okay. And let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. We have Kitty Bear says, "Script, you are so much fun to watch. Even my butt has to see you." Thanks, Kitty Bear. We also have Freak Sheet says, "Goofy stormtroopered himself." Yes, he did. Before I even realized that happened in the original Star Wars, because I never really paid attention to that part until I got a little bit older. We have Nico Spatty saying, "Good morning, all." Good morning. Abdulio, it would make sense that Mario would have some kind of obstacle course given the type of games those were, but from what I've seen, it's mainly walking around, dining at Mario-themed restaurants. Oh, that's okay. He goes on to say, finding hidden Mario logos and your wristwatch and VR rides. That's okay. For me, that's a little disappointing, but I bet a lot of people probably really like that. Let's get the stuff that's going to make me survive in hell. Put on. Just a moment. We also have Freak Sheet saying, given the amount of spin-offs Mario games have had, they have a lot to pull from. Yeah, they do. They got 40 years of content at least, just on the video game side of things. Kitty Bear says, my head hurts from playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, 10 hours nonstop. I really shouldn't play it on max volume, but I like the explosion feelings real. Hey, do what you got to do, man. Don't get lost into it. Oh, someone's texting me. One sec, guys. Sorry. Sorry about that. Just some home responsibilities coming in there. Yeah, do what you gotta do. Don't get too lost into the video games. They're a great respite and a good reset for stuff going on in the world. But I mean, like with everything, you gotta have a little bit of balance. Don't want to succumb to the addiction aspect of it, because it is very tempting. I know that because I've lost many hours as a youth on this game. When I should have been doing something else. So, here I am. All right. So we also have the awesome one. It says, "Hail the return of Script Doctor Dungeon Lord." I don't know about that, but I'm glad to be able to do this. I was, turning lemons into lemonade when it comes to some rescheduling. So I figured, why not? It's been a few days. Happy to be here with you guys and play this. Read by Nature's here says, hey, Script in chat. Well, hey, nice to see you this morning. Keeper says, I got nothing in my life but wasting time on whatever I want to watch or play. Hey, if that works out for you, you know what? Go for it. No judgment here, man. So let's head back down while we got some magic boost here, and see. Might as well get the mana potion. And let's clear out this level before we go through that portal that is up there. Ooh, it rusted. That's one thing I haven't explored yet. You can craft in this mod of Diablo. So you can buy or find special things, take it over to the anvil by Griswold, and break it down into raw materials and gems. So probably going to do some of that at a later point. But yeah, that's something I'll show you guys a little later. That just totally forgot about, because this game has so much to it that you don't really focus so much. need that because it takes up inventory. Ooh, rare item. There we go. Up to level 15. Don't need those. Book of Elemental. Nice. Requires 166 magic. Oh, I already know this one, so I can sell that.
I can already do that.
Yeah, you said it. Okay. And let's go a little bit north. It's too bad I can't pick up that golden elixir. I bet that gives me some special points. I could have used extra skill points. There we go. Well, I see some health and mana potions. There. Got another scroll of infravision.
Not enough mana.
I don't trust the cauldrons in the Belzebub mod. They don't do what the original Diablo does. Okay. Oh, look at it. We got some extra guys
Not
here.
enough mana.
That's all right. Getting some money. Ooh. All right, cool. All right, so this stage is cleared. Let's head up to town, sort out some inventory, and then go through that portal thing. Read by Nature says, what did they do in the original? Oh, so some of the cauldrons would replenish health or replenish mana, or they would give you a boost to your resistances. These ones here, some of them give you more negative traits and impacts, like damage to you is increased by X amount or what have you. So it's yeah, I haven't looked at any of the Belzebub wiki to find out what that is. So I don't know all of the details. I just know that some of them are not always great. Same thing with some of the shrines
Hello, my
as well.
friend. Stay a while and listen.
So
Well, what can I do for you?
let's see. We got a fine edge sword, and we got okay. So these aren't all that great. Can I sell you? Yeah, I can sell you. Okay, cool. All right. Ooh, a belt that does 14 to magic. Is that better than the belt that I have over here? No, that does 14 to magic. Okay, so it's not better. See, it's still there. Okay, 8 vitality, 16. Nothing here. Okay. Now you can go to, here's the anvil that I was talking about. So you got transmute, flawed gem. You got the warrior's belt, all the recipes that I have here. And you can go to your salvage. So this is where I can actually throw something in here. So we'll do these things. Oops, sorry. I'm gonna bump that. So this one has salvage items, and so let's see here. There we go. So now I get 4 by crimson oil, flawed amethyst, emerald, flawed gem. Let's move materials to my backpacks. There we go. So now I've got those cool things, and I can use those to craft stuff. So let's put these in here. There we go. And you go back to the anvil, and you take a look at, say, transmute a flawed gem. So that would be transmute required 3 of equal gems to flawed gem. Warrior's belt. This is enhanced armor, vitality bonus, random magic properties. You need a regular belt, 2 crimson oil, 10 azure oil, 2 arcane tokens, flawed amethyst, flawed ruby, and all these cool stuff. So yeah, eventually we can. What else do I got? Disciple's ring. What's that do? Increase spell level, magic bonus, random magic properties. Got assassin's helm, dexterity bonus, strength bonus. So it's all kind of random stuff, like nothing guaranteed, but it's pretty cool to have that. I've got a rogue's ring, and that's dexterity, extra damage, and random magic properties. So the more you harvest and salvage is the more you can grow with your guy. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. There we go. So let's read that book. So I should have enough, magic, to read that pretty soon. There we go. See? Okay. Adega says, where do you find this mod? It's been some time since I've modded anything. You just do, you can Google Diablo 1 HD mod, and you'll see it under Belzebub. So that's the if I'm not mistaken, the name of the demon from The Exorcist. And yeah, it's simple. It's an easy download as long as you have the game on your system, either with the CD like I have, or if you've downloaded a digital licensed version of it. You can play them both separately, so you can still click on your own game and still play it without any issues. And then you have the Belzebub mod, which just uses it to kind of as a foundation to run off of, and it creates its own folder and subdirectories so it doesn't pollute the original game. So you're not overwriting the game. It's its own kind of separate entity, and that's what I really dig about it. So let's go back into this this portal that we saw over here. And see how quickly it kills me on the other side. Portal to the unholy altar. That sounds useful. Here. Okay, just to see what we got up. What's up against? Okay. Oh, a battle axe. It's rare.
I can't get there from here.
All right, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way to open those. Okay.
Not enough mana.
Okay, we got a guy. Let's get our save a little bit of mana. Yeah. Advocate. The vile tomb. I don't want to read that just yet. I want to clear this out first before I start reading some tombs. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, yeah. All right, so that got me here. Cool. And it opened up this part. So then I'm guessing the other vile tomb opens up this part. It's got that cool battle axe. That's going to be... There we go. Okay. So those have opened up. Killed the thing. Quest isn't done. Another door here. Let's see where we can go. Okay, so that doesn't do anything. There's some coffins over here. All right. Any secrets? Oh, here we go. Hey, good morning, Mr. Tickle Trunk.
Abandon your foolish quest. All that awaits you is the wrath of my master. You are too late to save the child. Now you will join him.
Oh my God. Okay. Whew.
Not enough mana.
Tatters. Cool. Okay. Got you. Well, he's just shooting at nothing there. Just take this moment.
Your madness ends here, betrayer.
Cool. That was way easier than I was expecting. Okay. A little disappointed on that part, but it's all right. Plate mail. We got a robe, so we can go back and then empty. So identify those, come back, and get that sorted out. That was a lot more effortless than I was expecting. And what does he have to say?
Your story is quite grim, my friend. Lazarus will surely burn in hell for his horrific deed. The boy that you describe is not our prince. But I believe that Albrecht may yet be in danger. The symbol of power that you speak of must be a portal in the very heart of the labyrinth. Know this, my friend. The evil that you move against is the Dark Lord of Terror. He is known to mortal men as Diablo. It was he who was imprisoned within the labyrinth many centuries ago, and I fear that he seeks to once again sow chaos in the realm of mankind. You must venture through the portal and destroy Diablo before it is too late.
Okay. So the tatters. Ooh, look at that. 173 armor, regenerates 3 life every 5 seconds, minus 4 damage taken from enemies. Spells are increased a single level, and hit steals 6% mana. That's pretty good. The rest of this stuff, not so much. I'm keeping the tatters.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
Let's see, anything here? 7, no. No. Okay, so I'm gonna sell that. Yeah, I'm gonna sell that, and I'm gonna sell that. 19 to strength, minus 5 damage. It's okay, but no, we're gonna sell that. That I'm keeping. That's pretty cool. Pair everything. Is that better than what I got? Armor class 92. I only gained 1 point. And I lose some dexterity. So yeah, no, we're gonna just keep that for another guy. Here we go. Here we are. All right, let's stock up on some potions because I'm probably gonna need them a lot. Right. And I might actually use those too. And then 1, 2, 3, 2. There we go. All right, let's go open that chest, see what's in there, and map of the stars. Here we go. Quest items. So let's take that to Kane. It's probably useful. Okay, so then we got Diablo. Yep, there it is. Kane's got a thing. All right, let's see what he's got to say.
Our time is running short. I sense his dark power building, and only you can stop him from attaining his full might.
Okay. Map of the stars. Click to close. Okay, so I've got the map.
Our time.
Okay. All right, so I've got the map. Got to remember. So, I think here. I got to go back. I know I have to go back to this room. I'm just trying to remember. Is it, do I stand on this? I think I stand on this, don't I? No. Okay, so hold on. Oh, there's the portal. Okay, so there we go. Got to go back. All right. Down to the Terrador name. Okay, there we go. This is where I got to fight Diablo, I think. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yep. So let's do a backup portal here. And let's see if we can clear out some stuff before the guy kicks my butt. Ooh, more unique items. Cool. Okay. Let's do this. Oh, yeah, that worked. Possessed.
Not enough mana.
Oh. They got like a mana burn going on. Okay. Whew. That was crazy. Okay. Something's going on over there. Ooh. Wow. Good hit. Whew. Okay. That was intense. Probably gonna need more potions soon. Okay, got you. And I got yeah, can't do fire, huh? Okay. Oh, some of those sound effects of them dying is really cool.
Not
Like
enough
Ghostbuster
mana.
level stuff. Claymore. Man, the loot down here is just really good. Gotta clear this out quick, because if memory serves, you have a limited time before Diablo gets super strong, and then it's almost impossible to beat.
Not enough mana.
Fireball. Let me wait. Hold on 1 second. Fireball's level 9. Yeah, so I could use Fireball. Actually, I probably can't read it right now. I'll come back to that later. Gotta remind myself to come. No, I'm gonna forget. All right, so. Okay, so those things. I think I gotta step on those when I clear this out. So I've got time. Skeletons. Guardian. Very useful.
Not enough mana.
Okay. Whoa.
I can't cast that yet.
Here we go. What? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go.
Not enough mana.
Okay. We're going to have to swing back to town, identify this stuff, get the magic, get some more health and mana. Then we're going to open those things to free Diablo. Then basically die. Multiple times. I think I have a spell of Stone Curse, so I could probably use that to save my butt.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Okay. So we have $6 attributes, $5 attributes, and an indestructible cap. Okay, let's keep these over here. That's pretty good armor. That's still there. Actually, that. And resist magic, indestructible. That's kind of useless. Okay.
Well, what can I do for you?
Anything useful here? No. Okay. Just repair. Keeping the magic elixir, because that could come in handy. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to have to buy some more potions. And books put here. Go buy some more mana. Let's do a little bit more health. Okay, let's go to what's her name, the witch, and see what's going on here. Also, it looks like we have a bunch of new people joining us as we're about to close out and kill Diablo,
I sense a
which is
soul
awesome.
in
Glad to have
search
you
of
here.
answers.
I'll need more mana than that. Okay. So let's do a quick look at the chat before time runs out on the Diablo part. Now let's see here. Let me say. All right. So we got Abdulio saying it's a damn shame about the path Blizzard went down with this series. I had heard they recently remastered Diablo 2, but given what happened with Warcraft 3 remaster, I don't imagine it's any good. It's basically just a graphics upgrade. Nothing much else more than that. I have a copy of it, which I can play here, and I'll probably play in the future. Still working out scheduling with Ord's Board of Ord's World to do another follow up to that stream that we did on his channel a while back, which was a lot of fun. We also have Rory Mitchell saying, "Surely Broom in Hell." Gotta love Deckard Cain's thick accent. Oh yeah, absolutely love that. Abdulio says, well, not recently, but I think it's what they did before the announcement of the latest Diablo game. Yes. Read by Nature. I've only heard about the censoring of the Diablo 2 remaster. I think it plays pretty much in the same, given it's based on the same engine, I think. I don't know of any censoring. I haven't picked up any censoring of it, but if there is some, point it out to me. I'd be interested to see why they did it or what they did. Read by Nature says, got a PS5 recently. Well, lucky you. I keep seeing Diablo 4 advertised in the store, but 3 was such a bore to me. I can't see myself getting it. Until I see a preview of what Diablo 4 is like, I'm not interested in. I saw Diablo 3. I was not impressed with it. Abdulio says, yes, I had heard the recent entries aren't very good. We also have Neil saying, hey, Script everyone, I hope you all are doing well. Yeah, best we can in the cold and the way that January kind of is. And we also have Scribe Light here. It says, hey, Script. Hey, man, how you doing? Love that that series you did about getting more women in power. It's such a great one. If you haven't seen it, check it out on his channel. Highly recommend. Abdulia says, imagine playing with this with a full party. Can get messy with all the particle effects going off everywhere. It can, but it's a lot of fun. And then we also have Sam Dune saying, hi, Script. Hey, Sam Dune. Nice to see you here. Okay. I know I kind of powered through that, but again, I don't want, as fun as it would be to see me get slaughtered ad nauseum fighting Diablo, that's going to happen anyways. So let's not delay that. I do have a spell of Stone Curse. It's level 8. That's not bad. So let's, let's put use F7. Not using Firewall, but F6 is for more mana. Organizing this. Holy Bolt. Wait, Holy Bolt works against Diablo, doesn't it? Because I think it would. Okay, and Golem spell is level 6. Again, like I said before, I did up a lot of these things. So let's increase my magic. So I got that. Stone Curse. Let's do Golem. That took a lot of magic, but for that. Okay, let's see if we can. Oh, where did these guys come from? I just took care of my golem real quick. Looks like I didn't clear this out. I must have forgotten something. Okay, no worries.
Not enough mana.
There we go. Book of Inferno.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, you're right. I can't. Okay. Looks like I got a little bit ahead of myself there. That's okay. We can still do this. There's more to this level than I remembered. Oh, you into lightning. Oh my lord. There we go. Oh, almost got me there. Book of Warp, don't really need. Okay. Oh, good. More mana potions.
Where would I put this?
Okay.
Not enough mana.
Yeah, you're right there. So cool. Okay. Book of Warp. Yeah, we'll grab that.
I can't carry anymore.
We'll figure that out. Oh, wait, I can totally carry that. There we go. See? Carried. All right. 4 healing potions. Okay. Whoa! Whoa! Ah!
Where would I
Whew.
put this?
That was super close. Oh. This went through 5 potions in seconds there. Well, at least I'm cleaning up financially. All right. Ring. That's nice. Whew. Part of me thinks that as soon as I open up the that part for Diablo, all of these things are going to open up, if I remember correctly. Okay. All right, so let's go back up here to those stones. And identify and clean up some inventory and get it stocked up for some more craziness, because who knows how much stuff is going to be killing me in the next few minutes. Oh, wait, I got a teleport spell, don't I? So let's, there we go.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
2 dexterity. Okay.
Well, what can I do for you?
Okay. No. Okay. Oops, don't want you. Okay. Ice Blast. I think I got that. That's Ice Shard. Nope. Ice Blast. Okay, so I could use that still. Warp and Inferno. Inferno. Oh, yeah, I could use that. And Warp I don't really need. Okay. So that's enough. You. And we'll sell that book and we will get some more mana.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Fireball, no, okay. Let's just fill that up. Okay. Let's even though he'll die quick, let's at least have him. He's a distraction. Maybe Stone Curse will work. And there we go. So now my mana is 129. All right, let's open Diablo. Gotta step on these things if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Stepped on you. Stepped on you. Stepped on you. There he is. Oh wait, that's not Diablo, that's some Doom guy. Ah. Oh my gosh. This is nuts. Oh, he's immune. Run away! Run away! At least that part's working. I'm just gonna constantly running away. Just let them do the work for me. Oop, something died. Cool, got a set item amulet. Okay. We need to get a lot more health now. Diablo's not dead. Okay. All right. So Diablo's not dead, but I did get rid of those guys. Okay. Let's go get some more health and mana. Mostly health.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
What is this? Oh, an amulet of angelic wings, huh? Let's throw you there. Okay. I'm just going to put you here. All right. We're going to go fill up the rest of the potions. And do I have to open another portal to get to Diablo's realm? If I'm not mistaken.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
I think so. Oh, wait, did you have elixir of dexterity? Vitality? No. Let's go to Pepin. He might have some. Then that gives me some more hit points.
What ails you, my friend?
Yep, he has a vitality one. There we go. Let's grab some magic. Oh, and I got dexterity. I'll drink you. And yeah, okay. Let's go back down and see what gives. And rely on the good old golem spell. Oh, something opened up over here. Okay. Oops, I want to do.
I have awaited you.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Oh my God. Just let me go away.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
Yeesh. These guys are really hard. Great. At least it pays well. Okay. Yeah. There we go. There, I don't want that. Okay. Oh my god. So many decapitated bodies. I don't need a full health. Okay. Ooh, unique ring. Cool. This, yeah, okay. All right. Anything over here? Yep. Okay. Okay. Let's go back and get some more potions. Going to be doing a lot of that. Looks like, because these things are really running through my supply. But I got a good strategy. Just let the Guardian do all the work.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
What's the unique ring do? Oh, that is terrible. Adds -5 to all attributes. Adds 5 points of damage. It's not bad. +4 to mana. Hit steals 3% life, but an attacker takes 4 to 8 damage. That's it's a pretty significant trade-off for I'm not going to use that though. Then we got the Death Guard stash, so throw that here. Oh, 11. No, that's not bad. Keep that there. Generates 2 mana per second. Oh, that might be useful for that guy. Okay, let's go get some health. I think I'm almost out of my health potions. Yeah. There we go. Look at that.
What ails you, my friend?
Buy 1 more mana and... Or not mana, magic. And... put a couple spare here. Just you. And then go get some more mana. Jump back in. It's got 4 stages before Diablo shows up, and very difficult.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Okay, I only got 4 minutes left on Vitality and Dexterity. I think I still got a Vitality potion. I can use. Yep, yes I do. So I'll swap that with you. And then we will take you and you. So that we got some more. All right. Go Guardian. And we'll go defeat whatever's over in this little new awakened section. One of those guys there. Nope. Okay.
I live again.
Yep, the coward's way. Hey, a unique claymore. All right. Okay, that worked out well. I saved myself a lot of health potions there. And I opened up that guy. Okay. All right, so it looks like I can do the bottom part here and then probably just do a quick run back to town and stop Diablo. Oh, nope, that is Diablo. Holy crap. Run away. I was wrong. I was wrong. Yeah. A lot of firewall. Whoa. That looks like it might instant kill me. That is a lot of fire. Ah. Ah. Did I do it? Something dropped. Oh, yeah. Ah. Oh. He died at the same time. All right, let's go back in town. Looks like I got him. Maybe I didn't. To cover my bases, I'm going to stock up on some potions because I don't know.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Okay. There we go. And do that. I am just going to grab you, and these things that I haven't identified yet, I will get later. Let's go to Pippin.
What ails you, my friend?
Okay. Let's see what happened here. All right, let's see if I have to fight him again. Because I died. Okay. No, it looks like got a unique
I
belt.
can't carry anymore.
Okay. Do a quick look around here. All right, looks like everything's good. All right, let's drop some of this and pick up what we got. One battle bow. Got a blade. Okay. Got Book of Bone Spirit. All right. Oh, yeah, there's the body. I'm not grabbing the body yet. I know what that leads to. So let's just drop off some potions. And yeah. Identify these things.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
All right, what do we get? So we got a Shadow Knock, two-handed long battle bow. Cool. Resist fire, 41, 15, 9. That's pretty good. Got 2 to dexterity. I can sell that. We got the Shadow Needler blade, 22 to 30. That's some really good damage. Acquired strength 37. Chance to hit 26, 45. That's not bad at all. And then we got the Bone Saw Claymore, one-handed, 70 to 35. That's really good. 15 to strength, chance to hit, 8 points to damage, 3 points damage taken from plus 3 points damage taken from enemies. So that hurts you a little bit, and 86 damage versus undead. That's nice. And then we got the Snake Cord Light Belt. Magic hit damage 2 to 6, minus 21 to resist fire. Resist magic plus 28 and regenerates 2 life. And well, I'll keep the unique stuff with the unique stuff. Here. 5 to 35. That's a closer gap between things. Let's see. It's magic stuff. I don't have anything over here. So let's put you here. You here. This bone saw. 15 to strength. That's not bad. Let's see. It's 46 to 64. 54 to 94. Huh. I do more damage with the mace than I do with the sword. Okay, sword's cool, but I guess we're sticking with the mace. Okay. Let's go to Griswold, repair and sell some things.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
10 to magic, 3 to vitality. No, it's not better than what I got. Okay, it looks like we just killed Diablo. So we're going to go down there and loot some stuff. But let's see what you guys are saying in the chat, because I have been a little distracted, but I want to catch up and see what is going on here. So bear with me as I scroll up on the chat. You guys have been awesome today. Let's see here. Okay. So, we got Abdulia says, so basically taking away the male gaze? Really? Read by Nature, I think this is in response to that, said they changed the Amazon design in 2 remaster. It could be mistaken, but I think the succubi got covered up too. You mean like Andariel at the end of the first act? Yeah, because she was pretty much naked, but she kind of had the Deja. Oh crap! What the heck is her name? Is from John Carter of Mars. She had like these brass like nipple coverings. I think, but Andariel had that. I think initially, anyways. Yeah, they probably aged up. Yeah, if I remember correctly, they aged up the Amazon, which was, I don't understand why they do that. Mr. Tickletrunk says, yes, Blizzard joined the new Puritan movement almost a decade ago and have been removing cleavage and other things from their games. Yeah, but they don't do the reverse for the men, right? That's the thing. You don't see the men that were shirtless or had like just the vest and a bare chest. They don't cover them up, at least not that I have seen. We got Neil in the chat. Neil, who is a patron supporter, glad to have you here. He says, your advice about getting your ideas down really helped. Well, I'm glad to hear that. During my plotting process, I discovered a plot hole and addressed it. Getting ideas on paper helps. Getting ideas on paper helps in that you have something tangible. Yeah, and it also exactly, just looking at it, you see the words down there. You're able to sort of do a little bit of disassociation to the thoughts that are swirling around in your head, and yeah, it gives you a little bit of not as much of an objective perspective as you want, but just a little bit closer to that, so that you can see and test yourself. I'm glad that worked out for you. I'm happy to hear that. It says also to work on. Yep. Abdulio, I just looked it up. Basically, anything that was a tiny bit titillating was redesigned to be covered up or made uglier. That's unfortunate. I wouldn't be surprised one day if someone were to reverse the mod on that in the future. Abdulio also says, pretty warrior girl? It looks like a man now. Pretty monster girl? Full monster design succubus? Cover her up despite the fact that she's a succubus. Or sorry, full non-feminine design, monster design. Yeah. Mr. Tickletrunk, my butt puckered a bit there. Yeah, when facing off Diablo, that was intense. That was intense. Rory Mitchell says the music and sound design in Diablo 1 and 2 was way ahead of its time. Agreed. Matt Uelmen's soundtrack is legendary, especially the Tristram theme. Yeah. What was really cool in my high school, the music teacher encouraged people to find songs of their favorite movies and video games to learn and better practice on, which is very similar to my piano teacher from way, way back. And one of the coolest parts was if you were walking down the section of the school that was where all the music classes were, every time you either passed a class or you were in the hall, you would hear, you'd hear the Tristram theme. Sometimes you'd hear a melody from Star Wars, or the love theme from Superman. Tons of crazy themes. There's even stuff from, I think people did themes from Baldur's Gate. Yeah, just it was really, really cool, and it was fun to listen to that stuff, because as much as I enjoyed the classics, and I absolutely do, and I'm talking like the classics from prior to the 1900s, it was always fun to hear and see people practice and learn songs that they love, to understand the notes and the composition, and then when they would do the traditional stuff, it came to them much easier. Abdelio asks or says, music from the gaming era back then does have a unique feel to it. You don't hear in today's games. Donkey Kong Country, MechWarrior 2, Jazz the Jackrabbit, and Deus Ex all have amazing scores. I do remember MechWarrior 2 having a pretty cool score. I don't think I played. No, I don't recall Jazz the Jackrabbit or Deus Ex. Or I know of Deus Ex, I just never played it. Donkey Kong Country I remember vividly, but I never played it. Um, Read by nature. At least the saving grace of 2 remaster is you simply revert to the old school graphics. You can, yeah, which is pretty cool. Neil asks, "What's your favorite soundtrack from a movie script?" For me, it's Lord of the Rings. Howard Shore worked very hard on those tracks for those films, and Shire track is great. God, Lord of the Rings is a really good soundtrack. I lean a little bit more onto John Carpenter, so I love his soundtracks from Escape from New York and The Thing and Assault, and the music that he did for Assault on Precinct 13 is pretty awesome. I really enjoyed Jerry Goldsmith's Star Trek: The Motion Picture soundtrack. I think that's a beautiful soundtrack. I think it's James Horner who did The Wrath of Khan. He has a great soundtrack there, even though he has certain melodies that he reuses from time to time. I also really love Back to the Future by Alvin Silvestri. I find myself listening to that every once in a while whenever I have to go on a long commute, because it's really inspiring and hopeful, and it's not a superhero type stuff, even though I do love a lot of the superhero soundtracks. I'm a big fan of Christopher Drake. For those of you who don't know, he's more of a modern generation of musical composer, but he very much adopts the traditional style. So he did the score for Batman: The Dark Knight Returns, the 2-part animated feature. He also did a Green Lantern theme. He's done a whole bunch of other superhero themes, and he's also done some compositions for some of the Batman games, the Arkham games. I think the one that takes place during Christmas is the one that he, I think, did. I really like him. If I ever got a big project off the ground, he would be one of the first names I'd call to hire, because I love his approach to compositions. So I hope that answers your questions. Check out Christopher Drake. He's out on Twitter, and if you decide to follow him, which is a pretty cool follow, let him know that the Script Doctor sent you, because he's a cool guy. Abilio says, "I remember when a girl being sexy was her being independent and strong, and now it's apparently the patriarchy's oppression." Yeah, that's a kind of weird pseudo logic, don't you think? It's like that the patriarchy forces her to dress in a certain way, which I don't think I've ever seen in this era before, at least not in the Western world. I mean, even in Hollywood, when you're getting talent and you're asking them to dress a certain way, it's a request, it's not a compulsion. That's the thing. It's like I remember working for certain casting directors as assistants and just gophers and whatnot, and you'd have to type up copy for a casting post to send to agents and reps and be like, "Hey, we need these women to come in, if they could wear a bikini or tight-fitting leotard, something, so we can get their silhouette and measurements." And it was mostly done by the female casting directors that I worked with. And it was primarily done just because they were either casting for body doubles, they were casting for certain physical characteristics for a scene, or they were casting for a certain body type that because they were all going to be undergoing heavy makeup, so they'd be wearing lots of layers, and they wanted someone that had a thinner frame so that they would look properly balanced in the makeup, like for monsters and stuff. So like sometimes when you're watching a movie and you're seeing a full body monster makeup, sometimes it's a guy underneath, but more often than you'd expect, it's actually just a really scrawny woman. And I mean like very slim, like not unhealthily thin, but just a slim, tall woman. And that's because they can build cool muscles and get neat anatomy on top of their existing body so that they don't look like they're disproportioned. It's really, really cool thing to do. But yeah, that's it's kind of weird. However, I don't see so much of that happening, at least in my neighborhood. My girlfriend, when she wants to dress to highlight attributes of her body, she does not listen to me if I say no, don't do that. She does what she wants, and I'm happy for that. I like the Spitfire attitude she has, because when she does it to me, I know that she cares. If she doesn't do it to me, then I'm worried. He also goes on to say, "Howard Shore's music from the Middle-earth saga always hits me hard. I'm still brought to tears at the finale of Return of the King, especially if I had marathon the previous films." Cool. Yeah. And hopefully it's not a case where your enemies respawn when you enter. Oh yeah, when I'm in the that part there. I apologize. I'm catching up to you guys. I'll be there pretty soon. Read by Nature says for soundtracks, I would go with Flash Gordon, Pick of Destiny, Blues Brothers, and Terminator 2. Those are great as well. Love Queen, Highlander. Oh man, Queen's Highlander soundtrack, fantastic. We have Abdulio. Ah, nice. There's infighting here, like in Doom. Let's see what else we got here. Read by Nature. Oh, Conan the Barbarian. Great. Yeah, that's a great soundtrack as well. See, that's one of the things I really am missing with most modern films, especially with the MCU. They don't have catchy, definitive soundtracks. They tried doing that with Iron Man, the first Iron Man, and Captain America, and to some degree with the Avengers, but it just never stuck, which was really unfortunate. Because I would have loved. I mean, you have almost 30 movies, and it may be if you're lucky, a handful of catchy tunes out of all of them, and that's a disservice to the franchise. I mean, you can even go to Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, and Elliot Goldenthal, who did the score for that, he has some really cool takes there that worked for those movies and are pretty good on their own. Mr. Tickletrunk says the trick to any melee build is getting a melee weapon with blood affix modifier on it for lifesteal. Yeah, lifesteal is really, really useful in games like Diablo. When I do an an assassin build in Diablo 2, I do life and mana steal. And if any of you guys watched the replay of Ords' first Diablo 2 party stream, when I got in there, I pretty much didn't die because I found claws that were socketed. I threw in skulls, so I'd steal life and mana. And every hit I did, I would get life and mana back, and most of my strikes were mana fueled. So it was a pretty reliable build. And then I just used rejuvenation potions because they're instant heal, as opposed to what they did with Diablo 2. When you used a potion, it would show you the target of where the health is going to refill, and it would slowly refill up to that point. But rejuvenation was instant, so you get more of an instant heal from that. Diablo 2. I'm gonna reach out to Ords this evening, be like, we gotta schedule something soon for Diablo 2 remastered, because that's gonna be fun. See if we can get all those guys back, feel the hatred, and all those guys. Let's see here. Abdulio says, was there ever an AI party members implemented into this game? Not that I can recall. Aside from familiars like golems. No, not that I can recall. But that would be cool. I'd like to do a 3-party or a 5-party game with. I wouldn't mind doing with some AIs, but again, they can't be OP, because then that would lose the risk factor of it. Mr. Tickletrunk says the better part of valor is discretion. Falstaff, Shakespeare. It's not the coward's way. No, it's not. I mean, right now my character is it's level 29. That's not strong enough to fight Diablo melee. Not with all of his magic stuff. You need some things. I mean, I did get a number of good hits on him, but I relied way more on mana and Guardian to do some damage while I'm running away. Battle smarter, not harder. Yeah, absolutely. Read by Nature says, I use cheese tactics in Souls games all the time. I'd rather feel I outwitted the game than tougher than it. Well, hey, a battle of wits is what's inventive. It's one of the things what I like when you explore characters who are very powerful, like, say, Superman. One of the challenges that I always give myself is that if I was ever coming up with a character of that nature would be, okay, let's take a look at list of all of his powers and his traditional powers, not the whole teleportation that he recently can do, or the solar flare thing. No, those are to sell comics more than they are to do something interesting with the character. But all I would do is I'd take a look at all of his powers and try and come up with ways where none of those powers would help him, so that he has to use his mind and his wits to get out of things. Because that's where you get the more entertaining, and you pose a common question, which should always be posed to you with regards to your characters, which is, how are they going to get out of this? And you want to make sure that when you're asking that question is also being conveyed to your audience that's either reading your story or watching your story, because you want them to think, oh, how are they going to get out of this? And you also want to make sure that you're challenging yourself enough so that the solution is something more of the more relatable aspect that everyone has, which is their own creative way of thinking of a solution. Yes, there are definitely various degrees of intelligence, but everyone can associate with, oh, I discovered something, or I outwitted something, or I got an upper hand over something because of an action that I took or a thought that I took. That a lot of people, the majority of people, can relate to that, and that's kind of where you can win over your audience, especially when you're dealing with a character like Superman, who realizes, oh yeah, Metallo, he's got kryptonite, and lead is something that blinds me but protects me from kryptonite. What can I do that can, balance that type of that thing out? Or is there another way I can defeat him without having to rely on the lead or distance or what have you? Just clever ways to do that. Read by Nature says, you can tell this is a retro game as he's fighting you with a firewall. Modern Diablo use a VPN. Very clever. Absolutely. Face, red, dope, droopy eyes, that luck. Yeah. Neil says, do you see with the current economic conditions and just how Hollywood, we won't be seeing many new things? And if so, how can anyone pitch new ideas with Hollywood being so risk averse? So new ideas have always been risk averse within Hollywood. You have to find people with money and in a position of power that are interested in doing those types of things, and those are few and far between. Really, the only way you kind of get new ideas is through the independent or low budget side of things, where someone, like if you find an executive either within a company or someone who needs to support something that's going to financially fail so they get a tax benefit, that's where you can actually end up having a happy outcome for something original and creative. The studio itself, because they look at it this way, they don't want to have something too risk averse, because there are hundreds, if not thousands, of jobs on the line with any decision made regarding a production of a show or a studio. It's not so much that they're worried that it will break them, it's just that it might have such a negative impact that it could lead to other things down the road. So that's why the IP is a very reliable and more safe investment compared to something original. Because when you're dealing with something original, there's no metric to gauge if this will actually work or not. It's really a crapshoot. And there have been lots of, like, you can just go through the history of film, which is listed online. Wikipedia has a pretty detailed list of Hollywood films, American films, and worldwide films from, I think, as far back as 1917 or earlier up until now. And the ones that have full pages for it are very useful, but there's a lot that don't and just have a little bit of a synopsis or a log line. And you can see that, oh yeah, this would be original for that time. But again, because there's no history of it or any more details, it didn't resonate with audiences. And you can find those all the way up until now. You can even take a look at, say, Nick Cage's one of his recent films, which is The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Very original type of story, very traditional type of concept. It was a script that I think was submitted to the Blacklist, which is a screenwriting, not really a contest, but just a collection of screenplays that are circulating around town that are unproduced and are of significant quality, like movies that's like, oh, why are people not producing these? This is what the Blacklist is, or at least what it originally was as it was formed. It was usually done to the creator of the Blacklist. He did this because he needed content for he needed scripts to pitch to the person he was working for, which I think was Leonardo DiCaprio's company at the time, if memory serves. And so the unbearable weight of massive talent used this old trope where the actor is playing themselves, and they have to get out of a rut or something. And the unbearable weight of massive talent had a very original take on that, which is that there's they got the feds involved with the drug operation sting, and they're using the actor as a proxy to infiltrate that. That's kind of original. I thought the movie was pretty good. It has some pretty decent reviews from those that saw it, but not enough people saw it. So from Hollywood's perspective, they look at that as kind of a swing and a miss, but not a strikeout when it comes to baseball terms. So what you really have to do in order to minimize the risk aversion, the best thing that you can do is try and make yourself as valuable as possible, so that the risk aversion, or so that you reduce how many risks are associated with you and what you're trying to pitch. And that's the biggest challenge, because that requires personal investment into yourself. And even though it costs nothing to write, it costs quite a bit to produce, which is why I like to encourage people making a lot of short films, very low budget short films. I'm talking nothing more than 20 minutes. 5 to 10 is usually pretty good. The shorter and the more concise of a simple story, the better. Get it out on social media, get it going viral as best you can, push it so that they catch it. I'm pretty sure everybody in this chat has seen over a decade ago the trailer for Kung Fury. That's one way to do it. The problem with that is the person who's behind that production doesn't have any other ideas, in my opinion. I don't know for sure, but there's a reason they haven't done a follow-up to that so long, just even though it did go viral. That's the other part too. Even if you go viral and you have a good concept, from that viral short or what have you, you still have to have good ideas, or at least a good script to follow it up with. Even breaking in that way, you're still only one step closer. Everybody's still super willing to say no to you. There are some very prominent producers in Hollywood who have some dream projects that they want to get made, but they can't, because it doesn't matter who they are. It's maybe the idea they have is too risky and they don't see a market for it, even though there quite possibly might be. Advertisers, executives, they really can't see far beyond their nose. And that's just the way it is. So you got to persevere. You got to put stuff out there. And ideally, you got to do all the work yourself to market it. It's a difficult learning process, but when you do figure enough of it out, it gets a little bit easier. And then when you do get deals or meetings with people on the mainstream, it allows you to see through the BS a lot clearer, because they throw a lot of that out for you. So I hope that answers your question or addresses your statement there. Read by Nature says they need to embrace lower budget films. Agreed. Especially when the bubble bursts on superhero flicks. Can't expect $1 billion per movie. That's not sane business plan. No, it isn't. Heck, even the last 8 or 9 Marvel films, I know filmmakers that could give you the exact same special effects quality for a third of what they spent on the budget. And that's just because they go really, really tight. The latest Guardians of the Galaxy movie, my understanding is that James Gunn has publicly stated that he storyboarded every single shot and he knows all the effects, so they don't have to. So with his movie, typically they shouldn't be ordering or requesting from effects studios or effects houses multiple variations of an effect. James Gunn is like one of the only directors that was at Marvel at the time that was able to get away with that. So that's why his Guardians budget is not as high, but I think that the price of it has more to do with some of the cast members, because again, with every success that an actor gets, that increases their dollar amount. 52 movies a year was here. Hey, good to see you. He said, see you all. Have a great Saturday. I hope you have a great Saturday too. If you're watching this on the replay, 52 movies a year. Rory Mitchell says you should look at DPS when comparing weapons. Sometimes a faster weapon with less damage is better because you hit more often. Absolutely agree. Yes. Your low resolution doesn't let me make out the DPS numbers. That's more of a StreamYard thing. I can't do any much. My DPS number is 158.89 per second. So that's what it is there. Yeah, I gotta figure out. I'm still new to StreamYard, so I don't know how to pump things through that, and also OBS. I don't know how to pump things through that to get a higher quality output there. Also, if you were watching this on like full screen on a bigger TV, it'd probably be a little bit easier. But yeah, I totally understand where you're coming from there. Read by nature. To be honest, even Elfman's tune for the Raimi soundtrack wasn't that memorable to me. Agreed. I think he was a bad fit for that. I think that was the era superhero themes started to feel more generic. Yeah, like even on the Batman Begins and the Dark Knight trilogy, there are a handful of tunes that are okay, but nothing that really hits you hard like Elfman's score for the first two Batman films or John Williams on Superman. So Read by Nature says I have more love for Soundgarden's Live to Rise than any theme in the MCU. I haven't heard that. That sounds cool. Abdulio says modern games also lack catchy tunes. They all go for movie-like scores. Sometimes the too epic for epic's sake scores are a little bothersome because it feels what's the word I want to say? Because it's not formulaic, but it feels kind of hollow. Like it feels like it's self-aware that it's epic as opposed to something that just feels naturally bigger than anything. Neil says Brandon Sanderson has rules of magic systems, and he said limitations are more important than capabilities. Agreed. We like seeing heroes use their own wits and capabilities to see them succeed. Yes, because that's relatable to how we deal with our real lives. Sometimes, the world throws you a curveball, and you don't know how to react to it, and you have to use everything you've learned up until that point to get through it. And that's a very universal aspect to consider when you're writing. It's one of the things I like to do as well. I always like coming up with problems in very inventive ways to get out of them. Read by Nature says, it's funny, I booted up one of the Borderland games, 2 music videos in the same opening cutscene. Neil goes on to say, for example, there's an anime called Code Geass, and Lelouch, I hope I'm saying those correctly, has the ability to brainwash enemies. It's overpowered, but it has several limitations, like can use it once per person, etc. Oh, that's pretty cool. Excuse me. Read by Nature says, my mind always goes to the Lobo episode of Superman the Animated Series when they say take away his powers. Yeah. Well, yeah, they put him under a red sun in that one when he's in part of the collectors stuff there. Yeah, the animated series didn't really take away his powers. They just kind of wanted to balance him out a little bit. They didn't want him to be the type of guy that could lift up an airplane like a 777 with one finger. And I'm for that. It's like, yeah, can he save a plane? Yes. Will he have difficulty doing it? He should. But it shouldn't be effortless. And that's the other part too. One of the things that makes Superman fun is the fact that even though he has these great powers and these abilities, he still has to, kind of work a little bit because they're being challenged. If they're not being challenged, then there's no stakes. And if there's no stakes, then you don't really have much of a story. So yeah, I think the animated series did a pretty decent part of that. They built on top of that with Justice League Unlimited. The fight with Doomsday in the finale was pretty cool, but it also kind of violated a couple of Superman's own aspects that they established, which is he punches Doomsday he punches Darkseid, he goes flying through a building. It's like, no, Superman would have caught him and knocked him into the ground before he hit that building because, people are probably in there. And yeah, but aside from that, still pretty good fight. Roy Mitchell, film scores are mostly atonal and forgettable nowadays, unfortunately. That's one of the things that drew me to anime. Composers like Yuki Kajura and Yoko Kano write memorable themes. Oh, cool. I did not know that. I don't really get into anime that often. We also have Blair de Blair says, hello, Scriptus. Hello. Nice to see you here. Read by Nature says, speaking of massive talent film, I thought it was funny imaginary Nick Cage looked pretty much like he did on the Terry Wogan show. Wonder if they used that to help with the deep fake. I don't know if they did the deep fake. I think it was makeup and they just did split screen, like they filmed one version and the others and then just cropped them together with a stand-in. I don't know all the details of that. I should look into that because if they did do some deep fake stuff there, that's pretty well done. Neil, Hollow Knight has a great original soundtrack. Same with Ori and the Blind Forest. Ooh, I'll have to look those up. Okay, so all right. Well, we did some of that stuff. Let's get back to the game here. Let's start looting some things. For the meantime, I do have some magics. Let's see if we can read some books. We've got all the stuff here. Yeah, that's magic. Okay. There we go. All right. Anything else I can read? No, 230. 192. Okay, so elemental. Okay, cool. Excuse me. All right, so we've got those books read. Let's go loot. And then once we get all the looting and all that done and identified, we will grab the kid and close out the game. All right. Is that everything? Okay. Let's go pick up all the goodies that are down there and sort some stuff out. Okay. Ring mail, sash. Okay. What? There we go. I think I saw a chest around here. I'm not going to get the kid yet because that's a bit too much. All right, let's search around, see. Oh, there's a chest. Knew I saw one.
I have no room.
I totally have room for that. Okay. All right, let's go clear all this out, and let's also break them down into their elements over at the anvil after I identify them. See if we can get some more gems for some future stuff.
Stay a while and listen.
Well, what can I do for you?
All right, anything cool here? Nope. Let's go salvage. Here we go. Where did I? There we are. don't need the map anymore, so we'll throw you up here. All right, let's go get some more stuff. See what sort of cool things. Okay, Reed says, the point for me was he had to partner with Lobo reluctantly and figure a way out. That said, I haven't seen it since the first aired. Nope, that's true. He did have to do that because Lobo was revealed that he was the last Zarnian, and the collector knew that and was like, yep, that's why I'm taking you. So that was pretty bad for Lobo there.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Well, what can I do for you?
This 4 mana per second. That's pretty good, but that's 555,000 gold. No way. That is crazy. Okay. Anything cool here? 13 to vitality, 3 to magic. Okay. Let's salvage these. Won't let me salvage those. Okay, so only special items can be salvaged. Okay, good to know. All right. I don't need these. Okay, because I got a full belt. That'll keep me alive. All right. Scribelight says, if you could recruit any director and writer, living or dead, to most effectively bring a Diablo movie to life, who would it be? Whew. It's a really good question. I'd probably get John Carpenter because he did really good stuff with The Thing, and he knows how to do horror and pacing really well. Who would be good for the script, though? That'd be a tough one. I mean, John Carpenter would most likely help writing the script, but finding who would be really good for that. I'll have to get back to you on that one, Scribe. I'll tweet it to you when I can figure that out. I'll have to go back through the maybe Bob Clark. He's a director writer too. He did Black Christmas, but I don't know if much he did on fantasy. So no, I have to really think about that. That's a good that's a really good question. Blair to Blair, Uwe Bull. Scribelight, yeah, John Carpenter is always a good choice. He has a very simplistic approach to things, and I really like how he thinks. Like I also think that he would make a really good director for a Batman film, way better than Zack Snyder, obviously, because he understands attitudes and motivations, and he can also do mysteries.
My friend. Well. Stay a while and listen.
That's my choice there.
Oh,
yeah.
what can I do for you?
That's a really good question. I'm gonna have to go really think about that. Anything with more magic increase? No. Okay. That steals mana. That's pretty good. 19 to vitality. Thorns. 12 to vitality, 8 to all attributes. Okay. Yeah. So let's salvage these. Look at that. Ooh, we got some diamonds out of it. A little bit of organization here. There we go. Look at that. Okay. Let's I think there's only one more chamber left, and then we will close out the game. And we'll chat a little bit to see what type of other character you would like to see go through this. Because we just did the warrior. There are others. I'll show you all the list of the other characters after that part. Anything more around here that I missed, perhaps? Any dead... Oh, decapitated body. There's one. Any more decapitated bodies? There we go. Nothing in there. All right, looks like we got them all. So let's head back over to the body, identify these things, bring them up, and close it out. We can do good old teleport. Ha ha ha. Very useful skill. All right.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Well, what can I do for you?
Nothing with more magic. It's unfortunate. All right, 5 to strength, 4 to magic, 1 to strength, 1 to 2 lightning. Yeah, that's all right stuff. But let's go get some more supplies, or crafting supplies. And you know what? I'll put this in the shared stash because I'll probably have more use here. So let's do number 9, yeah.
No.
No?
No.
Oh, I can't. Okay, never mind then. That's good. Keeps it to each character. All right. I'm cool with that. All right, let's go back there and basically implant a soul stone into my head. Right click to complete the game. Only available to current character. Right. So let's do that. I wonder, will it let me do that in town? Yes, it will. There you go.
The soul stone burns with hellfire as an eerie red glow blurs your vision. Fresh blood flows into your eyes, and you begin to hear the tormented whispers of the damned. You have done what you knew must be done. The essence of Diablo is contained. For now. You pray that you have become strong enough to contain the demon and keep him at bay. Although you have been fortified by your quest, you can still feel him, clawing his way up from the dark recesses of your soul. Fighting to retain control, your thoughts turn toward the ancient mystic lands of the Far East. Perhaps there, beyond the desolate wastes of Aranok, you will find an answer. Or perhaps salvation.
Ooh, cool. All right, so we also have Scribelight says, I kind of imagined William Horsburgh to write as he did Legend and seemed to have a good handle on dark fantasy. Ooh, that'd be a good choice. Charlie says, I'm back. Internet went screwy. Oh, been there. Glad to have you back. Read by Nature says, what builds have you done so far aside from Warrior? I've done every build I can think of for the 2 Diablo games I have. On the live stream front of things, no, this is the first one I did live. So let's just. Oh, that is loud. Let's go back here and see. Now we got the nightmare option. We'll go back into normal for the moment. There we go. So let's see what we can do here. Also got these skills. Got to wait for this one to be unlocked. But till then, let's go take a look at the stuff we got in here. Let's go on the unique side of things because that's pretty cool. So let's take a look. See, we've got a really cool Thunder Call staff. It requires level 15, so that's easy to get to. 54 magic, 35 strength. It does 8 to all attributes, 20% increased cast speed, 10% increased light radius, plus 67 to mana. It's pretty awesome. Reduces the target's lightning resistance by 14%, and 12% chance to cast lightning on striking, which is pretty awesome. Then also have the Immolator. It's a shorter staff, does 3 to all attributes, fire hit 4 to 12, resist fire, plus 4 to firebolt spell, and plus 3 to inferno spell, which is pretty awesome. So like we got the mage option, which is pretty tempting. We then got the Needler, which is a one-hand damage of 1 to 3. So this is where I could have I guess I have a bow and a shield with this thing, which is pretty cool. It's fast attack speed, plus 6 to vitality, plus 47% chance to hit, and 25% increased attack speed, one-handed weapon, unusual item damage. So that's an option for a rogue. We then have the Flame Dart, another option for a rogue. Two-handed, plus 12 to dexterity, 2 to vitality. Resists fire 48% and has 2 to 12 fire hit damage, and also has an 8% chance of casting a firebolt as well. We then have the Helm of Spirits. That can be for anyone. So that steals 5% life and 5% chance to cast Bone Spirit when struck, but this, of course, does 8% life, so that's a little better. Then have the Veil of Steel, the Veil of Steel. 12 to strength, 12 to vitality. You lose light radius, but you resist all 20%, and it takes away 30 mana. So this would be for a barbarian, probably a lot better than a warrior. We also have this other cool Townsman's Coat Remain Rags, which is a -3 armor class. It's pretty bad, but does plus 5 to dexterity, resists fire, lightning, and cold, and plus 1 damage taken from enemies, so it hurts you more. Then have the Celestial Longbow, which is pretty cool. 4 to all attributes, magic 8 to 20, magic damage. That's pretty good. You got the Ice Barrier Shield, so plus 2 damage taken from enemies, so I guess that hurts you more. Attackers take 6 to 12 damage, which is pretty darn good. Cuts your freeze duration in half. It resists fire 2% and resists cold 10%, and it does +3 to Circle of Ice spell. So this with the Needler would be a pretty good build. We then have the Black Razor Dagger. So 7 to 10 damage. That's a pretty narrow gap between the minimum and max. So that's pretty good. Very fast attack speed. It does 6 to dexterity. Chance to hit is 12%. That'd be good for an assassin. We then have the Lenimo Sash, which resists all 9%, regenerates mana, +10 to light radius, and +5 to mana. Pretty good for a mage. We got 6 to all attributes for the Leather of Ut leather armor. And it reduces light radius considerably, but it's indestructible. And 7% critical hit chance and half freeze duration. So this, with that shield, would be full, no freeze duration, so you'd be immune to cold. Then we got the Spirit Vest in their Tatters. It's a 43 armor class, and it has 173% enhanced armor, which is really good. Regenerates 3 life every 5 seconds, -4 damage taken from enemies. Spells are increased 1 level, and hit steals 6% mana. So this would be pretty good for a mage. We got some good stuff for mage and rogues here. That's good for barbarian. So what say you guys? Do you want to see a mage or a rogue next, or assassin? Actually, we'll just go up to. We will. Let's see. Let's exit. No, new game. There we go. Yeah. So we go into the new hero. So we got warrior, we got the rogue, we got the sorcerer, got the barbarian. Notice that they got Arnold there circling around. You got the necromancer, which looks like Sean Bean, and then you have the assassin, which that looks like the chick from Doomsday, and a couple other things. So let's see what we got in the chat here. Charlie says, how many writers do you think are true believers in the woke stuff, and how many are just trying to stay employable? If the writer has been working as long as I have in the industry, they're not true believers. They're just trying to stay employable. The new ones that are coming in, they believe it. Oh yeah, I've encountered them. They're vicious. Read by Nature says, I look at their CVs that they have no experience and are working on mainstream shows. Then I think it's safe to say they've bought into it all. Yeah, again, a lot of writers' CVs are not out on the internet. IMDb is an okay source for it, but there's lots of people working out there where you have no idea how long they've been in the industry. Sometimes it'd be shocking to find out. Like the guy who made Squid Game, he's been working off and on irregularly for 30 years. He only has a handful of credits to his name that we know about on the public side of things. So yeah, sometimes they have a lot of experience, but they're just bad and they haven't grown. And some they have no experience and they just know the right people. And again, that's just the nature of Hollywood. Rory Mitchell says, for your next character, is there a unique item or set that you have in the stash and want to try out? I'm always partial to range, so I tend to choose Boazon. That'd be the rogue. Rogue would be pretty cool. It's been a while since I've played that. Read by Nature suggests I'd say some sort of magic build then. Magic build would be pretty cool. Holocron Library is here. Hey, how's it going? Says 2 by halflings make a quarter, doesn't it? 2 halflings, yeah. And then we have Shanatsky in the chat saying, hail script, hail sir, good to see you here. He says, rogues are my favorite Diablo 1 class. That's a good one. Read by Nature says, if Necro is Sean Bean, then all his summons dead. Then are all of his summons dead? His previous film roles in which he has died? Probably. Okay. Mr. Tickletrunk says, mage builds are flashy. So, I've never done a poll before, but let me see if I can do a poll. How do you do a poll here? Start a poll. Here we go. So we can't really. Can we add an option? Yes, I can. Okay. Here we go. So bear with me as I type this in, guys. What class would I like to see next? So right now we got Rogue, Mage. Rogue and Mage seems to be the first two. So we'll go with the traditional story thing. So what we'll do is so we'll there's the poll up. I hope I did that right. I couldn't get rid of the yes or no's. It wouldn't let me. Yeah, Rogue or Sorcerer. So whatever one we do next, we'll then have the other of the original three, the final one, and then we'll do a series with the Barbarian, Necromancer, and Assassins. And then I think once that's rounded out, we'll do a Nightmare class because that's pretty cool. And we'll see what you guys are saying. So far, it's 67% for Mage, 71% for Mage. Wow. Yeah, I guess we wanted to see all the spells that I could go through rapidly. So we'll give that a few more minutes. So let's just see here. Don't Barbarian loot corpses? They do in Diablo 2. I don't know about this in the Diablo 1 mod. We'll find out. Holocron Library Fox says, I tried all classical characters plus the Hellfire expansion ones. Favorite is Sorcerer. Second, probably Monk. Never played the D2 ED Diablo. Really? Okay. I have Hellfire here. It's not compatible with the Belzebub as far as I know, but that's something I might do later on. Charlie says, I remember it being funny, but only a few times. Yeah. Okay. And yep, Holocron Library Fox says, and hello script and hello chat. How you doing? Shanatsky's, the ending of Diablo 1 is still one of the most out of left field endings. Have Satan's stone better stab it in my head. Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird. Yep, Mr. Tickle Truck. I love that yes and no are options here. Yeah, as I made the poll, I tried to exit out and it wouldn't go away. So I get it. It is what it is. And he says Diablo 2, Diablo 1. Okay. Shanatsky, I do think the writing was best in Diablo 1. It was really fascinating. And there's so many more quests in Diablo 1 than there are in Diablo 2. That was the one thing that kind of bugged me in the earlier days of Diablo 2 is there are like 5 quests per act. And then at the time it was only 4 acts before they did the Barbarian expansion. And I was like, you could whip through this game way faster. Like just this playthrough I've done with you guys, 8 episodes we're on, just to go do one playthrough all the way through. So yeah, it's a dense game with a lot of quests, and I don't think I missed any quest. I actually could go to the quest board and check that out. Let's see here. Schnotsky says D2 does have a great ending. Yeah, it feels like a good conclusion. Defeating all 3 of the prime evils. Oh, Holocron Library Fox says, I mean the Belzebub mod we are talking about, the D2 D1. Yeah, they incorporated some D2 elements in here. It was pretty good. And then we got Call Me Chato in the chat. It says, finally, I can get back to our mutual project. Oh, yeah. I did a bunch of reading this morning over a number of things. And yeah, then when just to occupy some of my time before some meetings today, but I got phone calls saying that they needed to reschedule, so decided to conclude the Diablo Warrior class stream, and then we'll go on to the next one. So good to see you here. Hope your weekend is going well. It's like Velma is not a fan of any of you. Well, that's reciprocated. So that was not a very good outing. Charlie says, I would like to see a video about writers' careers. You, Cameron, Tom Conkle, Chado, maybe a few other writers you know, talking about your careers. That would be interesting. There's a lot of writers that do that already on Film Courage, and I'd recommend going to that channel. It's pretty good. They have some clips from their interviews, but they also post their long form interviews with various writers and directors. That's a good place to get a nice understanding of things. Chris Gore has been featured on there a few times. He's got great insights as well. And also, if you're watching this and not a subscriber of Film Threat, go check them out. They showcase independent films and other movies that you might not have heard of, and they're a great resource for that. So I strongly support them on that. Shanatsky says, by the way, organized meeting up with Mexican Iron Man next week. Cool. Let me know how that goes. I hope that has a fun time. He's a great dude to hang out with. Charlie asks, is Velma bad enough of a good watch like Morbius? No, it's pretty mean-spirited. Paul Chado is correct on that. It doesn't come from a honest place, or it doesn't come from a place of celebration or joy. It comes from basically envy, and it doesn't come from a good place. Part of me suspect, I mentioned this in Jane Theory's chat before the show. So if you're listening to her, she does some really good stuff on Saturday mornings, and general videos as well are really fantastic. Part of me thinks that if this, here's the part, it doesn't come from a good place. It's written coherently, but it's also bad ideas, bad choices. Everything about this that's connected to the Scooby-Doo Mr. Machines franchise is completely irrelevant. And part of me thinks that there might be one good idea in there, which is that all these missing brains that are is part of the pattern of the people that are being murdered. It would be weird if they said that all those missing brains were used in some sort of dastardly experiment to create a talking dog, and that's how they got to Scooby. That would be an interesting idea, but it'd also be, I think that's too interesting or too good of an idea that this show doesn't use. But that part of me thinks that they might be trying to go in that direction. I don't know. I'm probably not going to watch it. Yeah, unless I watched it in the doctor's office. I didn't see it voluntarily at home. I was just, they didn't have any magazines or anything to read, and I don't like to go on my phone too often when I'm out in public. So yeah, I just decided to watch that until my appointment, until I was called in. So when it finishes running, maybe I'll go check out the last episode just to see where they tried to land it. But yeah, I don't think this is going to be surviving to a second season. Shinatsky says, my rule is stop watching media from people who hate you. I've stopped watching several things and make sure to not support insults like Thelma. Yeah, good for you. Six is here. Good afternoon. Says, I voted yes. What are we voting on? What class of character I'll be doing for a follow-up on this Diablo stream. So yeah, that'll be for the next part that I'll release. Glad to see you here. Hope your weekend has gotten to a good start. Shnosky says the creator of Velma blames white men for her not getting laid. I think the creator of Velma is a guy. Like Mindy Kaling is one of the executive producers, but I think Velma was done by someone else. Let me just double check here. Yeah, Velma was created by Charlie Grandy, and that's a guy. A man made this, according to IMDb. Charlie Grandy. He is a New York writer, and he worked on The Office way back. And before he worked on The Office, he worked on Saturday Night Live. So that's the pedigree, if you will, if you can call it that. Read by nature. I don't think it's getting a second season. Batwoman has entered the chat. Yeah. Then it's a white man saying he's not one of the bad white ones. I have no comment on that. I don't even understand that concept. I don't even understand the concept when you use other immutable traits before that. I don't get it. All right, so the poll seems to have everybody seems to have participated in it, and the winner of the poll is the mage, 60%. We're gonna do the mage next. So keep an eye out for that. That'll be a lot of fun. We'll have a little bit of an upper hand on the mage because of some of the gear that I can access with him. But aside from that, it's going to be cool. It's going to be very magic dependent, and that'll be a blast to do. So before we wrap it up, let's see what the last few things you guys are saying in the chat. Charlie says Willow was really bad and lots of messaging, but I found it fun to watch. Every week, it found a new way to be terrible. Yeah, it did. It's a very hodgepodge of better written stories, and I don't think anyone working on it really understood what they were trying to pay an homage to. And I also didn't like the contemporary music. They ended this first season with Money for Nothing, which for those of you that don't know, that song got a little bit of a boost recently, or not so much recently, with the opening to the Kingsman movie, the very first Kingsman by Matthew Vaughn opened with that song, and people started listening to that again. And then there was a controversy because they had to edit out one of the lines on the radio for offensive. It was whole bunch of craziness then. But yeah, Willow does not feel like it is Willow. That is for sure. Okay. Charles like, yes, it had nothing to do with the episode, things like that. Yeah, just a song to sound cool. Had nothing to do with the characters, episode, nothing. Okay. All right. Well, it's getting close to 2 p.m. where I am, and I'm gonna get to doing some writing. So thank you so much for everybody who has joined me today in the chat. If you're watching this on the replay, thanks so much for spending your time with me. So next time I do this, we're going to be doing the sorcerer, and we're going to see how that fares. See if I die more with the sorcerer than I did with the warrior. And in fact, I should go back and find out how many times I died with the warrior, because we died in this last playthrough. Our last attack killed Diablo, but his last attack killed me. But luckily we still persevered. Brian McCann says, "Oh, did I miss it? Yes. You can go back and watch it. But yes, did miss the ending part, but it was pretty touch and go there for a while." Charlie, great stream and have a good day, Al. Yes, thank you so much. Great stream. Roy Mitchell says, thank you for the stream script. Well, happy to do that for you. Six is in the chat saying, yes, you can follow me on Twitter. So please do that. I tweet funny things occasionally. Recently, I tweeted a clip from the Venture Brothers where they did a proper dark parody of the Scooby Gang. And they did this back in 2006. So just to show you that's not much has changed, that a great deal has changed since then. And Holocron Library Fox says, well, you can't play the sorcerer the same way as the warrior. That is true. I'm gonna look for some very inventive ways to do this. Might make him more of a melee guy. Of course, then again, the warrior, I did a lot of melee until I got that chain lightning spell because that saved my butt a lot. But yeah, no, we'll look at some new and inventive ways to do that. In the meantime, thank you so much for joining me here today. If you want to follow me or show any form of support, I do have a Patreon here that you can join. This gives you some pretty exclusive access to myself. Plus, I do review screenplays and give story writing advice on here that circumvents some of the issues that YouTube often provides, or not so much provides, but brings with it. And so you can find me on patreon.com/thescriptdoctor. I just finished reviewing a pilot that'll be debuting sometime this year. It's Pete Davidson's comedy with Joe Pesci called Bupkis. So you can check that out. I've also recently reviewed the pilot for True Lies that's written by Matt Nix, and a pilot called Found, which is part of the Berlanti group. That'll be premiering on NBC, I think, next month. So if you want to get ahead of that, you can go check those out. I am also recently just got Lioness, which is a screenplay from Taylor Sheridan. And so if you're a fan of Yellowstone, 1923, Tulsa King, that's his latest show. And I'll be reviewing that. And so you can get a look at his writing process as well. There's Six in the chat with the link. Thank you, Six. So yeah, feel free to get in on that. You have access to me. You also have, depending on your patron level, which again, whatever you want to do is perfectly fine and greatly appreciated. You get discounts towards my Script Doctor consulting packages, which and also bonus time as well. So yes, to everyone who has already signed up, thank you so much for your support. It means a lot to me. All that money is going towards a secret project, which I will be planning to announce in 2024. So that way I can, when I do announce it, I can get it out to you as far quicker than initially expected. And details of that will be trickling out as we get closer to that date. But for now, so grateful for all of you hanging out with me today in the chat. And Mr. Tickle Trunk says, sign up for Scripts Only Patreon. Yes. Well, it's the same business model as my understanding. But aside from that, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Next time we do this, it'll be the Sorcerer we'll be playing through. And I look forward to hanging out with you when that drops. So I'll try to do that more regularly for you all. It all comes down to my schedule, but thanks so much for being here today. I'm just kind of spinning my wheels here. So really appreciated all of your interactions and your supports and your questions. Means the world to me. Thank you so much. Happy reading, watching, and writing. And never forget, guys, it all starts with the script.